Hi, my name is Bond. Not that one. I'm going to talk about two of the bonds that are currently available in the financial markets. One is sovereign gold bond, and the second one is RBI taxable bonds. My name is Rajesh Tatagadi, and I'll be giving you the details for both of these investments. Stay tuned to know more about them. Let me first take you through SGB, which is commonly known as the sovereign gold bonds. When are they available? They are available 5 times in a year, and the dates are mentioned herein. If you see carefully, probably by the time you see this video, you would have missed on the investments for this time. But you don't have to worry about, because there are other dates which are mentioned herein and you can invest into them. How can we procure SGB? Well, you can procure them online as well as offline in a physical mode. Do remember that you get 50 rupees discount on the gold prices announced by Government of India when you invest on them online. When you invest offline, the rate currently is 4852 per gram, and when you invest online, due to the discount of 50 rupees, the rate will be 4802 per gram. The minimum quantity to invest into SGBs is 1 gram. Individuals as well as HUFs can invest right up till 4 kilos and the trust can invest right up till 20 kilos to the maximum. Normally, when we buy gold, how do we buy them? They would be in terms of jewelry, they would be in terms of gold coins issued by banks or your jeweler. Then we have the problem of storing it. I would now tell you the reasons why you should be buying sovereign gold bonds over all of the other methods of buying and investing into gold. Number one, it is the safest way to buy and store gold. Second, these investments into SGBs also give you an interest of 2.5% simple interest, which is paid half yearly. Third, the Government of India has issued these sovereign gold bonds. Fourth, very important, there is no tax deduction at source when you sell them. Fifth, they are tradable at the stock exchange. That means you can buy these bonds at any point of time or even sell if these bonds are issued under your demat account. Sixth, there is no capital gains tax on redemptions. Let us now look into the comparison of buying an SGB over the other methods of investing into gold. Now that you've seen the advantages of the same, how long should we be keeping this SGB? One, it's an 8-year bond which can be redeemed after a 5-year window. That effectively means that it's locked in for 5 years and you will be able to encash on these bonds after 8 years. So छोड़ दो वो पुरानी आदतें wherein we were always investing into gold coins, gold jewelry. SGB is the new way going forward to invest into gold. We are looking forward to your connects so that we can get you invested into SGBs. Let us now talk about the RBI taxable bonds. Not so long ago, on 28th of June 2020, RBI stopped issuing the RBI taxable bonds. The current RBI taxable bonds are available on a flexible interest rate of 7.15. It is 7.15% per annum, which is subject to change every 6 months. These RBI bonds would have a compulsory payout. That means it doesn't have a cumulative option. It has a compulsory payout on 1st of July as well as on 1st of January. The payouts compulsorily come into your savings bank account. These bonds are available with a 7-year tenure. The investment is a minimum of 1000 rupees and in multiples of 1000 thereon. There is no upper limit into these investments. Well, didn't I say that these bonds are having a flexible interest rate? Then how does one ascertain what the interest rate would be? The easiest way to calculate is 0.35% more than the National Savings Certificate. Currently, the National Savings Certificate carries 6.80% interest. And if we add 0.35% more, it would be 7.15. You might ask me the features of these bonds. One, which is very important to know, is that there is no loan facility available on these bonds. Secondly, no premature withdrawals are allowed except if you are a senior citizen. And I am giving you the details herein for the withdrawal system that senior citizens can avail of. In case if you are prematurely withdrawing these bonds, then there will be a penalty of 3 months interest that will be levied when you withdraw the funds. An Indian resident alone can invest into RBI taxable bonds. You can invest on an individual, joint, either a survivor, children's name, or his or her parents' name as well. NRIs are not allowed to invest into these taxable bonds. NRIs cannot invest into these investments. In case if you have invested into RBI bonds now, and maybe in the next few months you turn into an NRI, you are still allowed to continue investing into these bonds. You would ask me, why do we need to invest into both of these bonds? Here are the details. Sovereign gold bonds would be the new way ahead in terms of investing into gold. One, because they are tradable onto the stock exchange and they are flexible in that way. Second, we do not spend money in terms of storing. And third, instead of the physical gold which goes out of fashion, this would be a better way of investing into sovereign gold bonds. In terms of RBI taxable bonds, these bonds are issued by RBI and carries the sovereign guarantee. And for someone who needs regular income in terms of every 6 months, this would be one of a very good investments that they can look forward to. I'm sure this video has given you a lot of information and has added a lot of value to you. In case it has, do subscribe to the channel and share this video to your near and dear ones and to your friends and colleagues as well. We look forward to your comments in the comments box as usual. Till next Thursday, this is Rajesh Atangadi signing off. Guru Gurwar.